Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's going on, my lovely ladies?
Everything's
another
everything.
Saturday.
Hello.
Everything. My name is
Everything.
Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I'm Linda.
No, Charlene.
And we are
4SistersLIVE.
Live. Somebody say, slow down, clown.
Did somebody say
Slow this train down. Where's the train going? This train is just moving.
Oh, girl. I only heard two words, clown and train. I'm like, then I thought of
I say, slow down. I just a rhyme. Slow down, clown. That's what I always say. That's
I'm a trigger girl. So these words say something like Chris Rock, clown. And then they had a picture. And then he had all this show on Netflix. So I'm like, clown. And then they come out with this picture back in the day, 1998, when he had a picture of him on one of the magazines with a clown face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that back in the 40s and
yeah. I remember that.
Dressing up like a clown,
right?
But you selling out, and so they brought that back up 1988. But let's talk about that Netflix. But we can talk about that later.
Oh yeah, but we have to go there and what's happening. But no, I was just saying that because I felt like life is just bleak and it's moving, it's fleeting by, it's moving. It's like, okay, this train, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
this train is moving really fast.
Moving. We're on a fast moving. So they call it.
Yeah, we just did the show last week, right?
Right.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay.
That's what Wyoming means. You're like, this feels like yesterday.
This feels like yesterday. But anyway, man, it's all good. It's all God. It's a great, beautiful day. It's sunny and it's nice outside.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad to see whatever it is. I'm glad to see you ladies. Y'all looking good though.
You're looking good yourself. And I know you busy.
I know. I keep telling y'all my busy is busy. That's
your busy is busy.
My busy is busy. So but it's good busy and it's a great. We all are. We're doing great things and we have enough time to come here and put more information out.
Yes.
We take time out and we really are grateful for that. Come on in, everybody. Somebody say, slow down and show your down. Thanks, Kathy. Come on in, y'all.
4SistersLIVE. Wake up and wake everybody up.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon.
Yes. We love y'all for showing up with us and hanging out with us today. We got an awesome show. Today is Linda's Day, health and wellness, girl. You're looking good and healthy, girl.
Thank you, girl. I'm feeling healthy. I must say, there are times when you don't feel so healthy, but you know what? Right now, I feel healthy.
Wonderful. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I had that healthy tea this morning. What's that? Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha is the bomb.
That is what I have been drinking now every day. Because it is for mental wellness, it's for stress, it's for all kinds of good things. I have to read the label, but the good thing is I've been drinking that and my zest tea for a little bit more energy, and I'm feeling fine today.
Where are you getting this from, Linda?
From Nate on the Dynamic Wellness right on H Street. That's where I go and get all my nutraceuticals, my teas. And when you start, I just started looking around and I just came and it doesn't even look like a tea. It looks like a bunch of crushed up stems. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Do you boil it?
Yeah, you put it in a tea ball and you boil it. Mm-hmm. You put it in a tea ball and you just pour it, use it as a tea bag.
I got you.
Yeah, and I use it every day now, and I'm twice a day. Plus, I put my MSM with my vitamin C in.
Okay, girl.
Oh yeah. You're doing it.
I'm doing it, y'all.
Hey, no, we can't talk about health.
Man, you really got to listen to your body, and you got to do what your body tells you, where God sends you. He sent me there this last week.
That's a wonderful thing.
I've been rolling ever since.
That's good, man. That's a good thing. It's very nice to hear that because we all need to hear something that will keep us going. I think if we keep our blood flowing properly.
Yes, we got to walk.
We got to do what we need to do.
And you know what? It's if you don't do anything else but walk, and if I, every single day, just walk around the block. That's what I do, especially when I feel stressed. I take about 4 or 5 blocks or more and I just walk.
That's
you know,
good.
and think and try to clear your mind. Take deep breaths in, and you know, before by the time I come back, I'm settled down. You know, I'm going to take my my focus, because you know I need
Yes,
that every
yes,
day.
yeah. That sounds good though. But you
Take
got a regimen going. Lee says there's a regimen that we have.
Bottle you gave me, I
Yeah,
still have
that's her
the
bottle.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I ordered almost everything from Linda, so I still have stuff in the refrigerator.
You should be taking it.
I know, right?
I only take it when I feel the pain. I'm like, okay, let me drop this.
You know what? Because it's not like a drug; it's a food. So just like you eat every day, take your herbs every day. You know, because it goes into your body differently than the drugs. That's why I try my best not to take any drugs. So you know, if you take, you know, just eat like your MSM is food. You can sprinkle it on your food, and it's for pain. I love it because instead of taking you know, ibuprofen, I take MSM.
Or goody
Yes,
powder.
yes, that's good.
Yeah.
So what's going on in your world, girl, Charlene?
Oh my God. Well, supporting the sisters. This has been that season, and March is a great time to do so because it is, you know, International Women's
Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is March the 4th, but you know, we celebrate all through the month of March. So
yes.
Been doing a lot of support and, you know, just putting out a lot of time and energy. And yeah, so we got you to support this month, and a couple other sisters, Jamila Woods. We'll talk about all that later. But other than that, just, you know, family time. Getting time with my son and helping him to understand how to get away. And woosah. It starts like no one.
I mean, we're in the second week of March already, guys. And this is like wow, amazing.
And the time changes too.
And the time forward tomorrow, tonight, spring forward, change clocks again. That's
we
where
lose an hour, right?
Do you feel? Yeah, you lose an hour. Do you feel like that affects you when you lose an hour?
No,
well, I think it doesn't affect me except my waking up. I think it's going to be brighter now, right?
Yeah, well,
it might affect me because winter months do affect me because I feel like I got to sleep more and I feel more depressed because I'm on that Leo spectrum. You know, forgive my Christian friends, but I am. And winters, I love. My body my body doesn't love the winter. It's like you feel depressed and you have to always do things to motivate you to get out. That's why I told y'all before I go, I have to run and I have to walk and I have to
get
that blood moving.
Yeah, that's mind blowing. You know,
so it can go to the brain. The blood has to go to the brain.
Yeah, but you know what I need to do? My other girlfriend, Marcella Williams, she does something where she stands on her head and she has this exercise she's practiced. I want to learn that. Okay. But it's a tool that you use. You put your head. I want to learn that.
You know, what's that board by that doctor?
Yeah, it's like a board or something.
It's right. It's a teeter board or something like that. I said I was going to get one because you're right, because that helps.
No, we gotta practice. No, we ain't getting one. We gonna practice first because we'll break our.
I think I'm not going to stand on my. I stood on my head in gym class. I'm not going to stand on my head now.
Yeah, but this is a tool that will help you to stand on your head so you can get that blood flow. I want that. I'm gonna practice first.
And you know what? I'll tell you another way you can do it. I remember coming to my remembrance. You could take an ironing board, put the ironing board diagonal, on a chair, and lay on the ironing board. And that's another way you can do it.
Okay.
Take the ironing board and prop it on your sofa or something
and
smooth.
then just lean on it.
And you lay back on it.
Okay. Well, lay back, lean on it.
You lay back. You just lay all the way back.
All the way back. Okay.
Like it's a bed, and the blood will flow to the head. I remember doing that years ago, so that just came to me.
Yeah, that sounds like years ago. But
it still works.
It sounds like years ago.
That was during the Jane Fonda time. I used to
Jane will do some exercise.
Well, you need to stop.
For those who remember Jane Fonda back in the day, the exercise video.
Again, I say.
Yes.
That was when we put trash bags on and said we were sweating those silver. My mom was sweating those silver. You remember that? Mom, Dad was arguing with her. Why are you buying trash bags? And she's like, "This is a real suit." And he said, "Just go buy some trash bags and put them on." Tell my mom. She bought that silver. Like $30. Equivalent to 100 now. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. What's going on in your world, girl? Peg.
Oh my goodness. As I mentioned before, my uncle passed, so we as a family has been together, and just putting everything together. And I had the opportunity to start going through tons and tons of photos because I was looking for photos for his program.
Yeah.
And just loving up on my mom and just enjoying life.
Yeah.
Every day is a new day to try to make it right for whatever.
Yes. It's a blessing, you know.
Bless. It's so hard to see your loved ones sick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to see them age and ill. Like the aging is fine, but when they're ill and aging,
yeah, Charlene,
it is hard.
It is so hard. It is so hard.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep Mama Bell in much prayer.
Yes,
thank you, thank you,
such a darling, and you know she's all our mom, so we definitely got her, you know, in our prayers.
And you know, one other thing I wanted to share, I am thankful that my uncle had his business in order. Okay, because if not, it would be a hardship on the family, on any family.
Stressful.
And I want us to be able to have a conversation with some of you might know Michelle Wiseman of Wiseman Funeral Home.
Okay.
To come in and have a conversation about preparation.
She would be.
It's no joke.
Yes.
Her and another financial consultant that really works close with people who are aging, not aging, but dying. You know, they are terminally ill. Like that's a serious conversation.
Thanks, Florence. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Florence.
Yeah,
thanks, Cynthia.
So, but yeah, we got Mama in our prayers. We thank all of you all who are on here with us and sending love, prayers, and everything you do to support. You know how we work. This is Sisters for Sisters Network. On the line with us today. We're so happy to have you guys always. Thank you for your support. So today, Lynn, is your day. We know we got stuff going on. You take it away, girl.
Okay, well, I guess we have a very special guest today, and we're gonna Dr. Renee Bovell, who's my eye doctor, and maybe your eye our eye doctor is in the house, so we're gonna bring her on soon. But I guess first now we're gonna go into hot picks, birthdays, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, who has a celebrating a birthday?
Who has a birthday?
We have a birthday. Put it in the chat. Put it out there. Who got a birthday?
Yeah, Lakey Perez Cosby was the first.
Okay.
Danetta Mornings was the first. Marsha Jews out of Baltimore was the third. Tachika Hawkins is going to be celebrating on the 18th. Marion Thomas on the 24th. Tina Hall on the 25th. And Dr. Remy Duyalay is on the 28th. Happy birthday, my sisters.
Look, Linda.
Happy birthday.
Look, Lynn. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, we got to clap.
So we have some extended birthdays too, Lynn.
Yes.
Who you have?
Well, now we have our historic birthdays, and this is a big day. On March the 8th, on International Women's Day, Harriet Tubman, who engineer of the Underground Railroad, was born in 1820, y'all. So happy birthday.
Wow. Yes.
Heavenly birthday to Harriet Tubman. And our historical note for today is Lorraine Hansberry. I know you remember her.
Yes.
Who opens a Rising in the Sun at the Barrymore Theater in New York in 1959. That's when that play first came out. So that's still a wonderful play, and reenacted over and over again, and it's still wonderful.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Hi,
Angela.
Oh, happy birthday, March.
And we have a special birthday that I happened to see online from we want to bring on
Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. Johnson Williams, Mr. 100 years old and fly. Check her out, y'all.
Secret to being 100 years old.
That's hard to tell, but
have a great
first take care of yourself. Eat properly. That's for sure. And drinking, smoking, Put it down. No good. I mean, I'm saying I didn't do it. I still don't do it. I eat properly, though. I know I feel, and a lot of vegetables, and not too much sweets, which we all love. And as I can say, just take care of yourself. Don't stay out late at night and come. You have to jump up and go to work. That's no good for your body. So you take care of yourself, and then remember to pray.
Amen.
You have to remember the person who's keeping you, right?
Right.
All right. We cannot do anything on our own. And one thing I do, I say my prayers in bed in the mornings, and I say my prayers on my knees at night.
Amen.
And then whenever I go any place, thank God for taking me. Who else can take you other than God?
Amen.
Thank Him for taking
Amen.
you and keeping you and your family. So that's the best thing I can say.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah.
I got
Word
a
from the wise.
for her. Oh my God.
And she doesn't look 100 years old at all.
That's what 100 looks like, guys, when you take care of yourself. So we got a whole lot of work to do. We're doing good now because I'm getting close.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting close.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
I know, but that was so sweet. Word from the wise. So God bless her to live even longer. So thank you for sharing that, Lance.
So
we got some hot picks, right?
Yes.
Yep.
What's going on in our community?
Let's see what's going on. We got some good stuff. This is an event that's actually is today. It's Women Wellness and Wealth Conference. And it is at the Harborside Hotel in Oxon Hill, Maryland. So if you get an opportunity, take a visit. I think they're over there up until 1 o'clock today. It's almost 1.
Wellness,
but you got an opportunity to take a look at it.
Okay.
Next. Now, why this is yours, baby. This is your thing.
Y'all talk about it. I mean, I love it. Y'all, my sisters, you know how much I care and love for you, love I have for you guys. And this is just another extension of love of sisters and some women that I am familiar with. Some of them I am not. I'm sure I get to see and love upon them on next Saturday. But this is coming from our own sister, Dr. Tashika Green. Yes. And I'm so honored. I'm so excited to be a part of some women who are awesome, phenomenal in this community, doing wonderful things. So I am delighted. Charlene, did you want to say something on behalf of what's going on? Because I know you've been so close to this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Dr. Sheik is like a sister, and thank her for always supporting Sisters for Sisters Network. She always pours back into the women. She sees the excellence in our Madam President. Also, you know, helps to nominate some of these top women you see here, such as Wyoming and others that you see there, like Dr. Judith Clark and many others.
Sharon Bullock,
Vice President.
Yes,
Jackie Hicks. And we know who Jackie Hicks is.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
our fashion photographer, it's just fabulous. But anyway, y'all should be there. Well, you can't be there now because it's sold out. But we're excited about it. Every one of us will be there on March the 18th, this next weekend from 12 to 4 o'clock. So looking forward to celebrating my sisters, Wyoming and Sharon.
Yes.
And I mean, we'll talk about it after we come, like a post conference, and then we're having a conversation as we're done to give you all the backstory of it. But they have a lot of entertainment, and we have authors that'll be, thank you, Donna, and authors as well, entertainment that's going to be a part of that. And Marissa Mitchell from Fox 5, she's going to host. Come, it's going to be nice. What is this, Peggy?
Okay.
This is one that Charlene had just notified me about. This one. This is Black White Ball. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous?
Wow.
It's a fundraiser that is actually going to be at Martin's Crosswinds on Saturday, March 18th from 8 to midnight.
Oh yeah, and don't forget that our very own is she a delegate? I forgot what it is. Jamila Woods.
Delegate.
Delegate. Jamila Woods will be a part of this. She sits on the board of this phenomenal organization that helps many kids that are going off to college get scholarships. Like, she is responsible for that. So they actually give them money to go to school every single year. And this particular ball actually helps to fund those scholarships.
That's great.
Beautiful. This one here is actually happens on next Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m. If you're familiar with Taylor Thomas, who used to broadcast on WHUR radio, the news and the weather, I believe. This is her baby project. And I'm just so happy to be part of supporting her on this project, plus along with Tots to Teens. You'll see that coming up, at another time. But this is a beautiful, beautiful event. If you're planning a wedding or planning any type of event, it's a great opportunity to be exposed.
Great. Wedding bliss.
I better tell Erica about this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wedding bliss.
My sister Connie won tickets for this event. So I believe Sharon and Connie and their beaux will be there.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Ew, nice.
Charlene, you're still early. You still can go.
I'm not doing that. I don't do big weddings. I'll go to them. I like my money, honey. Pay my house off.
So look, this one here is one that we're actually going to participate as a vendor to showcase 4SistersLIVE and Sisters for Sisters Network. It's a business and leadership summit. One of our sisters, Lynette Cosby, is one of those who are facilitating this event. It will be at her church at Reed Temple, and it's going to be on Saturday, March 25th. So please, if you are a business owner, you need to be in the room. Okay, definitely take a look at this. You know why? Because we're going to be in the room. So I ask that you come out and support this cause.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, of course. We've got to continue to plug. The Gigs is a go-go musical. All is well. We're in really deep into productions now, rehearsals. So guys, get your tickets. We will be offering, I believe, group tickets. I have to give you more information on that. Don't have it all right now, but definitely plan to be there in the house at the Lincoln Theater, April 28th, 29th, and 30th. So time is moving. So get your tickets. It's going to be sold out. I promise you. Thank you very much. Love y'all. Love y'all.
You love y'all, but it's going to be sold out.
It's going to be sold out.
It was already sold out. One part of it, I was like, okay, Linda, you got to get the ones for Sunday because I'm not.
Because that's my week of sorority, so I will be out of town anyway. But I'm going to make it to that last show, so I got to hurry and get my ticket.
The last show,
right?
I'll come with you then.
Okay, I'm coming to the last show because I'll be back in town. Okay, well, ladies, without further ado, I want to bring on our special guest, and that is Dr. Renee Bovell, our eye doctor. And a Sister for Sister Network board member. Yes. And she is our own. She is our own. She's the owner and medical director of Advanced Eye Medical Center, doing business as the Envision Eye and Laser. Dr. Bovell, a board certified ophthalmologist, was trained at Wesley College. Weasley College. Okay, I can't pronounce. Okay. UCLA School of Medicine, Yale University, and the LSUI Center. And she's committed to excellence in ophthalmic training. Got my tongue all tied. Surgical techniques, coupled with her expertise with state-of-the-art technology. She has some really. When you go to her office, you'll know that.
Yes.
Dr. Bovell, she's a very patient person. She's received, I think one other most important, she's received a master's in cybersecurity strategy and information management from GWU. I thought that was most important. That's an important feature to have with your ophthalmologist or any doctor that you have. And it focuses on policies and practices that protect critical information with particular attention to the healthcare field. field. She also, she's a teacher. She's leadership positions in local and national organizations. She's a part of the Maryland Society of Eye Physicians and Surgeons, the Maryland State Medical Association, and National Incorporated, and supporting her education changes a nation. She can. Let me say that again. Supporting her education changes a nation. That's the name of the organization.
Beautiful.
So without further ado, and I'm not going to read everything because we want to hear from her with her beautiful self, I bring to you Dr. Renee Bovell. Yay!
Hello, sisters.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister, though.
It happens. It's a Saturday. We need a little bit of rest, right?
Yes.
We need a little bit of rest.
Yes.
I'm really, excited to be here. I was listening in the background, and I really appreciated what you guys were talking about as far as eating healthy. We've heard eat the rainbow, walking. All of those things keep your body safe and healthy, and of course, help your eyes. So that was an excellent points that you brought up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. We have a couple of things we're excited to have you here because, without our eyesight, God has given us it for a reason.
Yes.
And it's a vision. I think more than we just see physically, there's talk about vision, which comes in so many ways, as we know what vision could do. Vision that God give us to have vision, but he also give us the vision to see as we move around in our life every day. And we don't take it for granted.
No, we don't.
I love that, talking about the two types of vision.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, talk to us about that in terms of what you want us to know as it relates to how you feel and in your field of that.
Sure.
vision.
Well, I first became interested in ophthalmology when I was in medical school. And I really wanted to understand how the body worked, and I wanted to see I wanted to be able to look at it in its pristine state, untouched. And when we were learning about the eyes, I just thought it was fantastic because I learned that the eyes can show you what's going on in other parts of the body. So the eyes truly are the windows to your health. And what I'd like to talk about today, I've prepared some slides to just show you a little bit about what I get a chance to look at each day when I examine my patient's eyes. Are we able to bring up the slide presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, and I'll just say next when we're ready to go to the next one. So next, please. What we'll be talking about is workplace eye health. And for me, that slide is looking kind of blue. Is it looking blue to everybody else?
No,
bluish. It's so a turquoise.
Yeah, it should be white, but I'm
white all around it. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Around the border of it is white, but that's about the wording. Okay.
Okay. Good. So March is Workplace Eye Health Month, and I just wanted to touch on that because usually when we think of workplace, some of us may think of people who are outside working in construction and things like that. But nowadays, post-COVID, we're really not post-COVID, please remember that. But we're all on our computers quite a bit, and some more than others. So please remember the 20-20-20 rule. So what does that mean? Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. So if I were to do that, I just look out for about 20 seconds because it's going to keep you from having a lot of eye strain and remind you to blink. Next. Next. The reason why is because being around all of that blue light and being, if you're in an area where you have the air blowing on you, it can cause dry eye. And let me show you what that looks like. Next. These are two pictures of dry eye. The one on the left is more severe than the one on the right. But dry eye can occur in many different instances. If you're taking certain kinds of medications, like certain high blood pressure medications that cause you to urinate a lot. And that's not to say don't take that blood pressure medicine. Please take it. But go see your ophthalmologist if you notice that you're rubbing your eyes a lot, if they feel tired, but you're not really tired, if you have burning, irritation, if your eyes feel gritty, like something's in it. It can also occur if you have autoimmune diseases like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Next. So, in addition to workplace health, if you're working in some place where you have a lot of dust or you're hammering, please remember to wear the proper eye protection. Goggles are so important. Next. I'd like to take some time to talk about diabetes and your eyes. We all are aware of diabetes and the problems with our sugar, but I want to remind you of some of the symptoms of diabetic eye-related diseases. And sometimes you may have some symptoms and sometimes you may not. So if all of a sudden you notice a lot of floaters, and floaters may be seen as maybe like dark rain coming down, or it may seem like there are a lot of gnats, that's important. If you start noticing blurred vision or sudden loss of vision in one eye. Also, if you notice halos around lights, you see flashing lights, and if you just start to have poor night vision and color vision, that could be a sign of diabetic eye disease. Next. So when you come to my office, this is what I'm looking for. I want to make sure that you don't have bleeding in the back of the eye, in the retina. And the retina is like a film in the old-fashioned cameras where you have to thread the Kodak film in the camera. And you can see on this picture, there are a lot of red dots and kind of yellow dots, and those are caused by bleeding and kind of the oil that's in our bloodstream leaking out because the blood vessels become unhealthy. Next. And if that persists, what happens is the retina realizes that it's not getting the nutrition it needs from the blood vessels. So it tries to make new blood vessels. And you can see those little feathery, lacy blood vessels there. And they're kind of disarranged and going in different directions. And those can bleed and cause problems as well. So we don't want you to have that. We can treat that, but we don't want you to have that. So it's all an ounce of prevention we know is worth a pound of cure. Next. Another issue with diabetes is diabetics tend to get earlier cataracts. And you may notice cataracts occur when you start to see haziness or frosted vision. Sometimes you may think that you got glasses maybe 3 months ago, and all of a sudden you're not seeing as well out of those glasses. That could be signs of cataract. And in today's world, cataract are nothing to be afraid of. We all get cataracts if we are lucky enough and live long enough, like our friend, our 100-year-old sister. Next. So today, cataract surgery can actually be performed by laser. Many of my patients early on, years ago, would say, is it done by laser? And unfortunately, I had to tell them, no, it's not done by laser. But today, you can have surgery, cataract surgery, performed by the laser. And as good as my hands are, and as much training as I have, and as steady as my hands are, my hands can't approach the expertise and the precision of a laser. And just want to let you know, it's okay if you have cataracts. You don't have to be worried. You should not put it off, because if you have the cataract surgery, you'll just see that much better sooner. So those are just some of the things I wanted to highlight today. And again, just remember, as my sisters were talking about earlier, it is better to eat healthy and exercise and put that energy into being healthy, because today, unfortunately, we spend more money on medicine, less money on food. Years ago, in our grandparents' time, we probably ate healthier, spent more money on food, less money on medicine.
Yeah, that's definitely the truth.
That is, they ate much better.
Ooh. And their foods was, we raised it in the garden, so it was all natural.
Yeah, we had our grandparents who had farms, and I know
Thank you, Dante.
Thank you.
What about the last slide? Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, this is most important.
I'd like to say, even today, it's best if we eat food that our grandparents would recognize, right? So our grandparents might not recognize, some of the potato chips or Doritos or things like that. They would recognize popcorn. That's healthy.
Okay.
They would recognize yogurt. That's healthy. They might not recognize fruit roll-ups or things like that. And I don't mean to call any brand out, but eat what your parents and grandparents would recognize.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a good point.
That's a good point, right? No Doritos. Dr. Bavell, I just want to ask you a question. What's the difference between an ophthalmologist and an optometrist?
That is an excellent point. An ophthalmologist, like me, first goes to college, 4 years of college, and then after college, we do 4 years of medical school. So that's similar to your internal medicine or family practice doctor, right? So we learn all about the body, we do surgery, all of that. Then we decide to specialize. And we specialize in the eye. I decided to specialize in the eye. Your internal medicine doctor decided to specialize in internal medicine. If you have an arthritis doctor, they decided to specialize in rheumatology. Your lung doctor decided to specialize in that. So we do a residency, 4 years of a residency, specializing in diagnosing, treating, and performing surgery on the eye. Then some of us, like me, decide to specialize even further. So I really liked the front of the eye, the cornea. So I decided to specialize in that. Some of my colleagues decide to specialize in glaucoma. Others decide to specialize in retina. So there's a lot of training that goes into being an ophthalmologist. An optometrist goes to 4 years of college, and then they do 4 years of optometry school. So there is the difference.
Okay.
So that's good to know of that the difference, because we do kind of need to be educated
when we're looking for somebody. Yes,
absolutely, and specialize in certain areas of, I guess you would say, that they're looking for. Because when we go and get, for me, get my eyes checked, What is it when the doctor says you have 20/20? Does that mean you have perfect vision or not so?
That's a great question. 20/20 vision is the gold standard. So if you go to your doctor and they say you have 20/20 vision, hand claps for you. Because what that means is we look and see what you can see 20 feet away. Now, let's say you have 20/40 vision. And that's kind of the gold standard for driving vision. Okay, so the difference between 20/20 and 20/40, a person who has 20/20 vision can stand 20 feet away, but in order to be the same as the person who has the 20/40 vision, that the 20/20 person can stand 40 feet away and still see that. The 20/40 person won't be able to see as well. So the higher the number, the worse your vision is.
Wow.
And the lower the number, the better. So if you have 20/15 vision, then what that means is that if I'm at 20 feet and can see something, you with the 20/15, I would have to be 15 feet closer, 5 feet closer. So I would have to be 5 feet closer because I'm 20/20. But you would be able to see a lot sharper with the 20/15 vision. So the lower the number, the better.
So is that a difference between nearsighted and farsighted? Is that?
No, a little bit different.
Okay.
So nearsighted people, it's easier for them to see something up close, maybe even without their glasses, right? If they're farsighted, then and farsighted is a little bit worse because generally we're not looking very, very far away, but they have better distance vision. Now, after a certain period of time, around 40s, 50s, we all start to need reading glasses, right? The reason why, that's called presbyopia. And that's a fancy way of saying that we need reading glasses. The reason why is because the lens in our eye does not focus so well anymore. And the lens in the eye is kind of shaped like this. And when we read up close, it goes into a ball. Like our kindergartners can read up close because their lens can go into a ball. And just like other parts of our body get kind of stiff, the lens gets stiff as well. So instead of being able to go into a ball, maybe can only go that much. And then as we get older, it doesn't move much at all. So we need the glasses to help us out with that.
I have a question because everybody's exercising their body and you can see the change and it's improved. Can you improve your eyesight with some kind of, exercise for the eyes or food or vitamins? Because I'm hearing a lot of people say you can use vitamins or food to actually change your eyesight. Is that true? Or is it a myth?
Yeah, that's a good question. Eating, like I said, eating the rainbow is good. But vitamins, things like that are not always quality controlled. So you don't always know what you're getting. And you may and there's a range of what can be in vitamins and things. And I'm not saying vitamins are bad, but unless you know the specific brand and you've done your research, you don't know what you're getting. So it may help a little bit, but it's not going to cure glaucoma, or it's not like that. Now, there are certain vitamins for people who have certain conditions that can help. For example, macular degeneration. And the FDA has done research, and the NIH has done research to show that there are certain vitamins for people to take who have macular degeneration, and that can help be preventive for that. And we've also found that taking fish oil can be good for your eyes. Remember, we talked about dry eyes? That can be helpful for dry eyes as well.
Wow, that's good. I love fish oil. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I love fish oil.
Yeah, eating more seafood with that,
Yeah, salmon, those kind of fish, the deep cold water fish. Yes.
Okay.
It really does help. Wow.
I have a question for you, Dr. Bavell. It's not even a question. I just want to say how honored I am to have you as my ophthalmologist. And it's a beautiful thing when I have conversation with the sisters in the organization. They let me know they come to see you, like Sharon Bullock and Linda, and so many others who let me know. And I love it because it says to me that they're supporting you, and in return, I know that they're getting the proper care. Even when I come to see you, you are so thorough with me. Sometimes it's almost frightening because you put me in check.
Well,
but that's what you want. You want somebody to be real and sincere and tell you the facts so that you can be proactive in taking care of your eye care, your eyesight. This is my question to you. You mentioned earlier about cybersecurity. What is it that you're playing and what's the connection with the two of you and cybersecurity?
Sure. Now again, we're on the computers more. We've been told we have to use electronic health records and things like that. So our information is now digitized. So that means it's all on the computer. And cybersecurity is the way we can keep that data safe. So I want to make sure I have your information, I have your date of birth, I have your phone number, I have your insurance information. And, bad actors find that information useful because they can use that to steal your identity. So it's my responsibility to do everything I can to ensure that I keep that digital data safe. And yes, I'm an ophthalmologist. People may not be so worried if they know that somebody has dry eyes or what their prescription is. But suppose you have a condition that's a little more sensitive and you don't want people to know that. It's important to keep that data safe so people don't know your whole medical history.
That's good.
Wonderful. What I like to do is introduce you to a friend of mine's. He's not a doctor, but his name is James Page, and he has a cybersecurity business. So when you said that, it rang a bell to say it's time to make a connection. So we'll talk more about that later, but in due time.
Well, Peggy, you are a connector for sure.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
But see, I love, that's my piece. I've loved to see what people are doing so I can make the connection, because when we do that connection, we're building a bond. We're building that networking to make it stronger. So I have
growing the community.
Yes.
Growing a community.
Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about eyelashes.
Yay!
Oh yeah, I forgot the next question after eating.
Yes, let's talk about
eyelashes is a serious thing.
Listen up, ladies. Listen up.
Listen up.
You go, Dr. Bavell. Go.
Listen, we all like to do what we have to do to feel like we are enhancing our God-given beauty. And I fully understand that. I would say the healthiest thing to do with the eyelashes, mascara is the best because you can take it off each night. And they do have mascara that really lengthens the eyes. I don't have that kind on right now, but again, I'm throwing some brand names out there. Some I've used in the past is Blink, and it has these little tubules, and it actually coats and puts these little tubules on your eyes, and it makes them really long. There are eyelash conditioners that you can use. And then there are even magnetic eyelashes that you can use. I'm going to start promoting that in my office.
Yeah.
The reason why is because I've seen a lot of people that use the other kind of eyelashes, the glue. Some people may be allergic to the glue. Sometimes it doesn't allow their glands around your eyelashes at the base. And if those get clogged, sometimes you can get infections, blepharitis, irritation, redness. And that's first of all not good for your eyes. And then it doesn't enhance your God-given beauty. But there's always healthy ways around it. And if you are getting the eyelashes, just make sure that the place where you go is healthy and clean. And listen, you get the eyelashes, you have a problem, come see me. We can take care of it.
Oh, that's good.
That's right.
Yay.
I did purchase some of the formula, and it did from Dr. Babel when I went to go see her, and it did help, but you just get addicted to those eyelashes. You're like, come on, I need them thicker and wispier.
but listen, guys, I do have to say, I'm going off on a tangent here. We have to look at where this is coming from.
Yes, talk about
our Peggy is the only Peggy we have. The only one, the only Linda, the only Charlene, the only Wyoming, the only one we have. You are the only one, right? And Madison Avenue is telling us we need to do all of these things. And remember the nails, even with the nails, that gel nails, which I love, it can cause problems.
Yes.
And what are we finding out now? That getting the perms can cause problems. I've gotten perms in my life. So some of this stuff, we have to, we're the only ones, and we can't let Madison Avenue tell us what's important.
Right.
We have to prioritize our own health. We really, really do, because this is all we've got.
Yeah, that's true.
That is so true.
So I'm just going to put that out there. And as we're trying to eat healthy and all of that, we don't want to counteract that with other things, because Madison Avenue is telling us, eat the Doritos, eat this, eat that. And then what happens? We end up getting colon cancer, all of that kind of stuff. We don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah,
so just think about it, and maybe save some of it for special occasions or something like that.
That's what I do, Dr. Babel, because I don't wear nails anymore, and then I do add hair clips now with my.
We
hair.
all do.
And mixed it in, because I believe that even the hair weaves and things like that have a
lot to do with
on it. And I'm doing that research, and I'm finding there is cancerous, products that's going on our nails, even the makeup we wear, and the eyelashes. I do my own eyelashes now. I don't go anywhere else, and I try to
for you.
Natural, substance around my eyes, because I'm like, I get what you're saying. I'm very serious about it now, because I'm the one that had an allergic reaction to a lot of things by either headache, sneezing, or whatever that might be. But you are on it, Madison.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, speaking of the sneezes, we got the allergy season here.
Yeah.
Do you have any points on allergies?
And your eyes. Yeah.
Your eyes, exactly, because mine itches and runs periodically.
Yes, this is allergy season coming up. I've been seeing the flowers as I drive into work, and they're beautiful, but I know my patients are going to come in sneezing and rubbing their eyes. The allergy and dry eyes kind of go hand in hand. And again, it's frustrating if you're on the computer, you're tearing, you're rubbing your eyes. There are good allergy drops out there. You can try those. Using even the artificial tears after you come in, just to rinse your eyes is good. And if you find that it's not working, or you're not sure if you're having dry eyes or allergy eyes, you can come see me. We have new things that we can do. I always tell people, now is the best time in our history if you have a medical problem, because there's so much innovation. So there are new treatments out there that we can provide for allergy eyes that don't involve taking drops.
Good. Well, this has been so awesome, Lynn. She is so wonderful. I have one last thing for you because we got a minute left with you. How often should we go and visit our eye doctor?
Good question.
Excellent. At least once a year. At least once a year. And then we will tell you if you have to be seen further. And I would say that's starting from age 40 on. If you have high blood pressure, you have to come sooner. If you have any kind of medical condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, anything like that, all of that can manifest in the eyes.
Wow. Thank you for that.
Can I say one thing before we close out? This is, I think it's very important. When you go to your doctor's office, look around and look at the equipment that they have in their office. That tells you whether or not that person invests money in their people.
Come on, Peg.
In their clients.
See some technology in her
technology. And when I go to Dr. Mavel's office, I look around and I look at the computers that she has upgraded. I look at the huge monitors and everything that goes on. And that says to me, she cares about what she's doing. She cares about her patient. And it says a lot about you as a character, as a person.
That is
I applaud you,
awesome.
my sister.
I appreciate that.
That's why she was named in 2021 Washingtonian top doctor by her peers.
Wow.
I mean, her views online are the same way. You know, you do your background on her, it's the same thing. She's consistent. Customer service is good when you walk in, and she explains, she educates her client. So that is good. But let's get rid of that puff machine. Let's get rid of that puff machine.
I know that's right.
Well, I like to tell my patients, I really have a passion for what I do. And I like to tell my patients, I want you to know, and you guys have heard me say this, I want you to know as much about your eyes as I do. And we really do, do our best. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, I had a patient and she, had to go into the hospital. She couldn't come to see me. She ended up seeing one of my colleagues. We were talking back and forth, trying to get her well. And then she came in to see me yesterday. I was so happy. I just gave her a hug. I was like, oh, I was so worried about you. And now she's okay. So we really care about you guys.
And it's about relationship. You build a relationship with you.
So
and that's so important. We become comfortable. We trust you because you say we're only one of us. We only get one of us. And we want to make sure we take care of it. We salute you on this Women's History Month. Thank you for coming. You back. Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. You want to put her information up so we can contact her and support her business because we all do, and we want everyone else in this area to do the same.
Yep, there it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bovell.
Thank you.
Okay. Woo, this has been a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good information. This was so good. Thanks, Dee. This is good information.
Stay tuned for next week because next week is Education Week, but we're going to have something special for you. We're going to be over there celebrating our other sisters. So we will have an amazing replay, and stay tuned on our website and also on the 4SistersLIVE page. We'll have Dr. Ann Mosley coming to educate us with her peace mission. And also, I think Peggy was telling us about our educating ourselves on our financial literacy when it comes to getting your house in order before death. And that's with Wiseman's Funeral Home. So guys, just stay tuned. We see you next week,
What time is it? It's been a great time.
And don't forget to share this information. Share with your family and friends.
Hallelujah. What time is it, ladies? It's time for you
to walk in your purpose
and prosperity. Love y'all for watching. Thank you. We're out.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.